Let me ask you something. What if tomorrow morning you woke up and lost everything you hold dear? Your job, your home, even the people you love? Would you collapse under the weight of it all? Or would you stand unshaken? Most of us like to think we'd be strong, but the truth is, resilience isn't something you're magically born with. It's forged. It's cultivated. It's the armor you build every single day before life's storms hit. Today, I'm going to show you how ancient Stoic philosophy, the same ideas that helped warriors, emperors, and ordinary people endure the harshest realities, can help you build that kind of mind. Before we dive in, do yourself a favor. Subscribe to the channel. Hit that like button, and make sure you watch this video until the end, because by the time we're done, you'll see how Stoicism can not only make you mentally unbreakable, but even change how you experience love, loss, and relationships. Number 1, negative visualization, the art of losing before you lose. Let me ask you something. Do you remember the first time you fell in love? That dizzy feeling in your chest when you saw their name pop up on your phone? The way your heart raced before your first kiss? The little promises you made in your head about forever? Now imagine waking up one morning and it's gone. Not in a dramatic fight. Not in betrayal. Just gone. Maybe they drift away. Maybe life pulls you in different directions. Maybe they're still here physically, but emotionally you feel them fading. Hurts to even imagine, right? Here's the thing. Stoics believed you should imagine it on purpose. Not to torture yourself. Not because you're negative, but because when you face the possibility of loss in your mind, you start to love more fiercely in the present. It's like this. You've been holding their hand for years, but in your mind, you pretend this might be the last time. Suddenly you squeeze a little tighter. You notice the warmth of their skin. You smell their shampoo. You feel the moment instead of letting it blur into routine. Marcus Aurelius did this every single day. He'd wake up and think, the people I love will not be here forever. I might not be here tomorrow. Far from making him cold, it made him grateful. Because here's the truth. Loss hurts most when we've been living like what we have is permanent. Think back to your own love story. If you could go back to that first date, that first late night call, wouldn't you soak it in even more? Wouldn't you look into their eyes and think, one day, I won't get to do this, so let me drink in every second? That's negative visualization. It's not dwelling on tragedy. It's a way to love without taking love for granted. The Stoics trained their hearts this way so that when loss inevitably came, and it always does, that they could grieve. Without breaking, they had already practiced letting go. And because of that, they held on more beautifully while they could. So don't wait for the day you lose someone to realize how much they mean. Imagine it now, feel it now, and love them like this moment is your last. Number 2, the dichotomy of control, your two lists. Let me ask you a personal question. Have you ever been in a relationship where you were constantly trying to guess what the other person was thinking? You send a sweet message, no reply for hours. Your mind starts racing. Did I do something wrong? Are they losing interest? Are they texting someone else? Or maybe you've had an argument, and you replay it in your head 100 times, rewriting what you should have said. Here's the thing. The Stoics had a way to cut through that spiral. They called it the dichotomy of control. It's simple. In life, there are only 2 categories, the things you control and the things you don't. And in love, this can save you from so much unnecessary heartbreak. Think about it. You can't control if your partner texts you back immediately. You can control whether you blow up their phone or give them space. You can't control if they're in a good mood today. You can control whether you respond with patience or with fire. It's like drawing 2 invisible lists in your head every day. List 1, things I control, my actions, my effort, my honesty, my presence, my tone of voice. List 2, things I don't control, their thoughts, their feelings, their past, their reactions. The heartbreak happens when we confuse the 2, when we start thinking we can make someone love us more. When we believe the right text, the right outfit, the right words will guarantee they'll stay, but you can't force love. You can only offer it. I learned this the hard way. I once spent weeks agonizing over why someone I loved seemed distant. I tried everything, sweet gestures, deep talks, surprise visits, and do you know what? Nothing changed, because what I was trying to control was on their list, not mine. When I finally let go, when I stopped trying to manage their feelings and focused on showing up as the best version of me, and something magical happened. I felt lighter. I stopped obsessing over every tiny reaction, and I started enjoying the relationship for what it was, not what I wanted to force it to be. That's the gift of the dichotomy of control. It's not about caring less, it's about caring wisely. So the next time you feel that anxiety creeping in, ask yourself, is this on my list? Or theirs? If it's theirs, release it. If it's yours, own it. Because love is not about controlling the other person, it's about mastering yourself. Number 3, Amor Fati, love of fate. Let me tell you something that might sound strange. What if I told you that the heartbreak you've been through, the one you'd erase in a heartbeat if you could, might actually be one of the best things that ever happened to you? Stay with me. I know it sounds crazy. There's a Stoic idea called Amor Fati, love of fate. Not just accepting what happens, not just tolerating it, but loving it as if you chose it. And that's not easy, especially when it comes to love. Maybe you've been left, maybe you've been betrayed, maybe you met the right person at the wrong time. Your mind keeps saying, if only this had happened differently, we'd still be together. But here's the truth. Wishing for a different past is like wishing the rain to fall upward. It can't happen. The Stoics believed every event, good or bad, is a thread in the tapestry of your life. Remove one and the entire picture changes. Let me tell you about a girl I once loved. She was my everything, my forever person. And then, one day, she wasn't. At first, I was angry at fate. I thought fate had stolen my happiness. But months later, that breakup pushed me to travel alone for the first time. On one of those trips, I met a stranger who introduced me to Stoic philosophy. That conversation, it changed the way I see everything. Love, pain, even myself. If I could go back and undo that breakup, sure, maybe I'd get her back. But I'd lose the person I became because of it. I'd lose the strength I built. I'd lose the lessons I now carry into every relationship. That's Amor Fati. It's looking at your scars and saying, thank you. It's telling life, whatever you send me, love, loss, joy, pain, I'll take it, and I'll make it mine. And here's the magic. When you start to love your fate, you stop fearing the future. Because no matter what happens, you trust you'll turn it into something beautiful. So maybe you didn't get the love story you imagined, but maybe, I just maybe, and you got the love story. You needed to grow into the person who can write the next one even better. You know, the more I've thought about it, the more I've realized that building a resilient mind isn't about becoming untouchable. It's not about locking your heart away so nothing can hurt you. It's about learning how to love deeper, live fuller, and still stand strong when life inevitably changes the story. Negative visualization teaches you to cherish every moment, because you've already imagined the day it might be gone. The dichotomy of control reminds you to stop wasting your heart trying to rewrite someone else's choices, and instead master your own. And Amor Fati, that's where you learn to not just accept the past, but to thank it, even the painful parts, because it shaped you into who you are right now. So the next time love tests you, the next time life throws a curveball, you'll be ready, not by being cold or distant, but by being the kind of person who can open their heart wide and still stay grounded when the storm hits. Because strength isn't in avoiding pain, it's in loving fearlessly, even knowing it could break your heart. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.